Let's see if this works. I hope this works now. Do you think it is okay? Can you hear? Hello. So sorry for the technical issue. Can you hear it? Ah, you can hear now? Oh, that's great. Yay. So sorry. I hope the other people can see as well. Good. Okay, very good. よかった。Okay. Let me just. そうなんです。初めての生配信なんです。So, let me 皆さんありがとうございます。Okay. I think the previous one didn't work well, so let me go through again and thanks to everyone. はい。皆さんこんにちは。マサです。今日初めての生配信を、やることになりました。ですね、YouTube は4年ぐらいやってます。I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. で、最初は、誰も見る人がいなくて、とても寂しかったんですけど、少しずつ、たくさんの人が見てくれて、今は、2万人、サブスクライバー、登録者が2万人、達成しました。So at the beginning, I was doing all the shooting and editing all by myself. I had no subscribers at the beginning, but now, little by little, everyone helped me and encouraged me, and now I have 20,000 subscribers. And so thank you so much. 本当にありがとうございます。はい。ですね。ありがとうございます、皆さん。はい。今日は、私、一人だと話すことができないので、ここにアシスタントがいます。because I'm very shy, I cannot talk alone. So I have my assistant here. So my assistant will be
helping to
ask the questions. Yes.
So you had some questions that people submitted.
Okay, so I have some questions from my subscribers. Yes.
So one of the questions
Yes.
is, who inspired you to become a Japanese teacher? So you repeat the question.
Okay, so who inspired me to become a Japanese teacher?
From Anthony.
From Anthony. Thank you so much, Anthony. Hi. Hi. And who inspired me? Actually, to begin with, I learned many languages. I speak English. I speak French. I learned Chinese. I also learned Tagalog and Indonesian, etc. And so I love learning languages. So when my friend asked some question about Japanese grammar, I was like, oh no, I don't know how to answer this question. So I actually didn't know about my own language. So that's why I started to study for my Japanese teacher certificate. And yeah, that's how I became a Japanese teacher. So to begin with, it's because I love language and because I wanted to teach.
You wanted to be able to share Japanese with everyone.
Yes, I wanted to share Japanese with everyone. So, So yeah, I wanted everyone to learn Japanese in a fun way. Yeah.
Let them know that they can also ask.
Yes, so please ask questions if you have in the chat here. My assistant will pick up some questions and I will answer the questions.
Next, we have
Yes.
questions from Alan-san.
アランさん、はい、アランさん、ありがとうございます。
So, one of his questions is, what is your goal for next year's YouTube videos?
What is my goal for next year's YouTube video? Okay, so right now I am teaching N3 level, N3 レベルですね。But my final goal is to teach up to N1 レベル。N1 まで教えたいですね。N1 レベルの日本語って実は日本人でもあまり使わないんですよ。日本人でも難しいですね。So N1 level Japanese actually we don't really use in the daily life. So it will be a challenge for me as well. But yes, because I love language and I love Japanese, so I want to teach up to N1 level. Yeah, so that's my goal for next year. Maybe we cannot cover all N1 by next year, but slowly, yes. So like
one step at a time,
yes,
one video at a time.
One video at a time, and yes, it will be fun. It will be fun. Yeah.
So we have a question from one of our live audiences.
Yes.
Edmond San. Do you give courses in real life as well?
アドモンさんですか？アドモンさんありがとうございます。Yes. So the question is, do you give courses in life?
Yes.
Is that okay? Yeah. Yes, I do. I have a online course. So if you go to the description box below, you can check out my italki link. So that's where I teach online lessons.
So that's what Kamal Roka-san asked as well. Like, he wants to join online language class. So are you teaching online lessons? Kamal Roka.
Kamal Roka さんありがとうございます。Yes, I also teach オンラインで教えてます。なので興味があったら教えてください。
はい。開催する you need to read the Japanese. Can you see the comments? Live chat? I don't know what his typing is.
Okay.
Otherwise, Kevin Zanen Joe san.
Kevin Zanen Joe さん。
What is your
面白い名前。
recommendation for N2 level book?
N2 レベル。ケビン残念ジョーさんは N2 レベルですか？ですかね。そうですね。N2 レベルは、私は教えてるのは、これ N3 ですけど、こういうスピードマスターっていう、教科書を使って N2 を教えてますね。はい。どうですかね？皆さん何使ってるんでしょうね。N2 レベルの人何使ってるんですか？
So then, meanwhile,
はい。
another question that
another question. はい。
is how shall I improve my Japanese?
How should I improve my Japanese? I see. First of all, the most important thing is that you are interested in Japanese. So if you are you're not like you don't like any culture of Japan, or if you don't like anime or anything, then I think it's very difficult to maintain your motivation. そう、興味ないならとても難しいですよね。だからもし何かそこ好きなものがないなら、例えばアニメを見てみるとか、ドラマを見てみるとか、そう、テラスハウス見てみるとか、so maybe like you can find something that you are interested in. So maybe anime or drama or terrace house. Now it's very no, it's not very popular right now, but yeah, terrace house or anything on you can
Netflix.
watch on Netflix or anything. And yeah, you can start to, get exposed to the Japanese culture a bit, little by little. And for study, I would recommend to study by using a textbook. So first of all, I think grammar is still the most important thing. I would go through grammar textbooks when I learn new languages.
That's how you do it yourself, isn't it?
That's how I do by myself. Yes, I will go through grammar books. But of course, it's if you just stick to grammar, then it will be boring. So yeah, after you go through you have a certain level of grammar, then I think you can go ahead and start to talk with people. Don't be afraid. 怖がらないでください。You can make mistake, many mistakes. たくさん間違えた方がいいですね。間違えれば間違えるほどいいですね。そうですね。
じゃあ、AJ さん、will you also make video for kanji?
AJ さん、ありがとうございます。Will you also make videos for kanji? 漢字ですか。漢字はたくさんありすぎてどれをカバーすればいいかわかりません。There's too many kanjis that I don't know which one to cover. はい。でも、例えば、Instagram とかで、Instagram で短い動画を作るのはできます。I can make a short video on my Instagram, for example. どうですか？漢字は皆さんどうやって勉強してますか？何かおすすめの方法がありますか？教えてください。
じゃあ、そろそろKamal, thank you for picking up his question. And he said that he will join the class.
ありがとうございます。
So
Kamal さん he said that he will join the class.
But he says that although he has passed N2, his Japanese is not good. So how can he join the class?
Oh, so Kamal-san said that although he passed N2, his Japanese is not good. So how can he join the class? But if you passed N2 level already,
you should be quite good.
I think you should be quite good already. 日本語が上手なはずですよ。はい。まあ、でも、クラスは、レベルは関係ないですよ。例えば、やりたい内容があったら、if you have any contents that you would like to do、例えば、会話の練習、conversation practice とか、あとは、まあ、grammar focus でもいいですね。文法を中心とした、勉強でもいいです。何でも大丈夫ですよ。
Maybe you can introduce your italki because that's a channel where they can just talk, right? So it's very good practice.
italki のことですよね。italki で、1on1 で、1対1で教えることができますよ。
So it's important that they actually try to speak, right? So that's how you can really improve your conversational.
Yes, correct. Yes, it's important to actually practice. Practice what you have learned by yourself. So, yeah. いい練習になると思います。
So I think we have a response from Arif who said he uses wanikani.
アリフさんですか？アリフさん？
アリフドゥル。
アリフさんはワニカニを使うそうです。ワニカニを使っている人たくさんいますよね。確かにワニカニを使ってる人は漢字が得意な人が多いですね。こう、漢字を見て、その、パーツで理解して、それで発音もできるようになる。
じゃあ、英語で。
はい。So, Wanikani is an application where you can learn kanji. And then, so many students who use Wanikani, they're good in kanji. So you will you'll look at one kanji and looking at each part, then you will understand the meaning and you'll be able to pronounce So that's how wanikani works. So maybe it might be good if you want to learn kanji.
好きです has a interesting question. So, would you be willing to teach more informal Japanese?
誰からですか？好きですちゃん。名前が好きですちゃんですか？好きですちゃん、ありがとうございます。The question is,
would you be willing to teach more informal Japanese?
Would you be able to teach more
Willing.
informal Japanese? So informal as in like when I talk with my friends, like what kind of language should I use? I see. Yes. Yes, of course. Yes, casual form. Yes. I am also including casual speech in my video, but I'm trying to make both. So, of course, when you talk to someone elder or someone in a higher level, then you have to use the formal speech. So that is important. But on the other hand, of course, when you talk with your friends, then it's awkward to use the formal speech. So I am also trying to cover the casual speech as well. But yeah, maybe I can include more casual speech. もう少し友達と話す時の会話どういうふうに話すかとか、あとは若い人の言葉とか、もっとコンテンツに入れたいですね。はい、ありがとうございます。
So, 開催する as mentioned an interesting way to learn kanji also. カラオケで漢字を勉強しています。
カラオケで漢字を勉強しています。誰さんですか？
開催するさん。
開催するさん、ありがとうございます。カラオケで漢字を勉強している。あ、
It's just like you mentioned in music, so then it helps.
なるほどね。じゃあ、あれですね。じゃあ、カラオケで歌うときにその漢字を読んで勉強しているっていうことですね、きっと。いいですね。でも漢字の上に振り仮名もありますから。So each kanji has 振り仮名 on top. So 振り仮名 is how to read that kanji. So it will be いい方法ですね。It will be a good method to learn kanji as well.
So let's have a proper learning question from Makuina do Tempo Makuina san.
Makuina san. はい、ありがとうございます。
What is the difference between Yori and Yori の方が？
なるほど。So, what is the difference between Yori and Yori 何々の方がですね。じゃあ、例えばですけど、東京より大阪は、じゃあ、人が少ないです。東京より大阪は人が少ないです。So, compared to Tokyo, Osaka has less population, for example. で、another way to say, so it's the same meaning, but the structure is different. So, if I want to make the same sentence into 何々より何々の方が structure, it will become 大阪より東京の方がちょっと待ってくださいね。So it will be the opposite. そうですね。大阪より東京の方が人が少ないです。ですね。So it's the same. It's the same meaning, but yes, the structure is different. So A は B より adjective and B より A の方が adjective になりますね。So it's the same meaning.
So Kamal Roka has a suggestion for a kanji lesson. You can make a kanji lesson from N4 to N1 with short explanation in English. He thinks that more viewers and subscribers will be added if you do so. So he's asking you whether you think it's a good idea.
It's a good idea too?
To create a video for like maybe N4 level kanji or N3 level kanji.
Okay.
So just level by level, since there are so many kanji.
Okay.
But specifically I see. For each level, there are like the required learning.
Okay. Kamal Roka san ですね。
Kamal Roka.
Kamal Roka san. はい。So Kamal Roka san's suggestion is to make 漢字 the video focused on 漢字についてのビデオ、but according to the level of JLPT so JLPT のレベルによってビデオを作るということですね。いいですね。じゃあ漢字勉強したい人が多いんですね。There's many people who wants to learn 漢字。
そう。Many people want to be properly qualified.
そうですか。
Pass the exams.
そっか。エグザム。そうですよね。JLPT の試験のために、必要ですよね。そっか。
So, En-chan, おめでとう. Yesterday I passed the JFT exam. Your video is so much helpful.
すごい。どなたですか？名前は
？And Margaret さん。
And Margaret さん。You passed the JLPT exam. おめでとうございます。いいですね。何級でしょうね。
You have another subscriber. Prashant Kumar said that he found your podcast on Spotify and that it was really helpful.
Prashant Kumar さん、ありがとうございます。So, he said that I found your podcast on Spotify. It was very helpful. そうなんです。私、Spotify で、ポッドキャスト、やってますね。So I also have a podcast where I am teaching the very beginner level. So in my podcast, I am focusing more on learning everything by using alphabet. So ローマ字だけで日本語を話せるようになることを、目的としてます。はい。なので、皆さんのレベル、今ちょっとわからないですけど、もし、書くとか、読むとか、なくてもいい人は、私の、ポッドキャスト、来てくれると、全部ローマ字で書いてます。So for those who purely want to be able to speak and not like write or read, then I think it's suitable for those who wants that kind of teaching method. Yeah. So I purely believe that you will be able to speak without writing or reading. Of course, it depends on the preference, but for those who don't want to practice any reading, writing, I think no problem. You can just go ahead. The most important thing is your passion. 一番大事なのはこの情熱ですね。モチベーションがあることが一番大切だと思います。
じゃあ、How many more questions would you like to answer?
もうちょっと緊張するので、あと2つにしましょう。
Okay.
はい。
Well, these two questions are quite similar. So, how would you recommend someone make a schedule for learning a language? And that kind of correlates to what kind of habit should you form in order to acquire a language.
Okay, so what kind of habit should you have?
Habit or schedule?
Habit or schedule you have to have in order to improve Japanese. Is that the question? Okay. Yeah, so habit, schedule, yeah. Habit-wise, I do this for my own study, for when I study other languages. But when I sleep, I will think in that language that I'm learning. So, for example, today I drank coffee and it was very nice, and you want to describe what kind of coffee you drank. So that kind of thing will help you to prepare what you want to say. So maybe when you meet a native people, and you can talk what you have prepared in your mind. So I think that will help as a habit. So 寝るときですね。寝るときにその勉強したい言語で考えて、で、実際に 誰かそのネイティブの人と話すときにその考えたことを言ってみるとか、そういう習慣がいいんじゃないかなって思いますね。But in my case, if I do that, I cannot sleep because I think too much. 私の場合寝れなくなりますね。考えすぎて寝られなくなります。はい。スケジュールについてはそうですね。やっぱり毎日勉強することが大事。毎日勉強した方がいいですけど、まあでもそれは自分のスケジュールに合わせた方がいいですね。So it's according to your schedule. Of course, it's better to study every day, but with your own pace. Most importantly, you don't have to stress. ストレスを感じないでください。だから、まあ、slowly でもいいし、毎日でもいいし。
So like if you don't have a partner or a friend to practice speaking with, then to read whatever has been written could be a better form of practice, or rather, at least it's a form of practice.
Right. So if you don't have any partner to talk with, then you can read an article by yourself or
out loud.
Yeah. So read out the article by yourself, or there's always a method. Like even though you're alone, you can study by yourself. Yeah.
So
last question, please.
Last question.
Yes.
So what is your lesson learned from studying other languages?
Oh, what is my lesson learned from studying other languages? そうですね。まあ、やっぱり、
Don't be shy ね。
そう、一番大切なのは、恥ずかしがらないことですね。The most important thing is don't be shy. Not to be shy.
Don't be afraid of making mistakes.
Yeah, don't be afraid of making mistakes. 間違えることを恐れないでください。私も、例えば中国語は、本当にまだ下手なんですけど、でも、たくさん話しますね。で、例えば、中国語の数詞ありますよね。こう話すときに、まあ、みたいな。そう、恥ずかしがらないで、体を使って、勉強するようにしてますね。So, don't be shy. Just try to use your body, and then, that's how you learn language, I think. Yeah. そうですね。まあ、あとはでもやっぱり、さっきも言いましたけど、興味があることが大事ですね。興味を持って、で、それで、自分のペースで進めるといいんじゃないですかね。はい。So, most important thing, again, is enjoy. Yes. So, don't feel stressed with your own pace. Yes, enjoy the journey ですね。はい。
So, perhaps now we can just give a general summary.
はい、general summary. はい、皆さん。
Describe your experience, like, how has it been?
Oh, my experience of YouTube.
And how you feel about your accomplishment of reaching this landmark also.
Yeah, so, yes, it is very hard to continue making videos. It was very difficult for me because I didn't know anything about technical stuff. Like what happened just now, I didn't know how to fix it and stuff. But I have many friends who helped me. Thank you very much for my assistant as well. I also learned a lot of things about Japanese language. Your questions made me think of something that I haven't thought about. So like those questions, for me, it's normal to make a phrase like this, but for some people, if your native language is not Japanese, it feels awkward, right? So that kind of questions really makes me like 頑張りたいって思いますね。makes me want to make an effort so that you can understand. そうですね。So yes, I am really enjoying the interaction with the subscribers. はい。
It's really fun.
It's really fun. ね、楽しいです。はい。
楽しかったね。
楽しいです。楽しいです。はい。
ありがとう皆さん。
はい、皆さん、ありがとうございます。今日は30分で終わりにしたいと思います。これからも何か質問があったらいつでも教えてください。So if you have any questions, please anytime message me. I have Instagram, I have Facebook. Yes, so please.
You also teach on your.
Yes, I also teach on mine, italki. The link is all below in the comment box. Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yes, so はい、皆さんどうもありがとうございました。はい、これからもよろしくお願いします。
Don't forget to do it.
Thank you so much, everyone. Yes, so I will see you in the next video. ありがとうございます。バイバーイ。バイ。一途に愛していきますっていう人がいる。はい、Thank you so much. バイバイ。